Here is a number, 500. That is the approximate age, in years, of the oldest Greenland shark ever recorded. It was alive before Shakespeare was born, before the Reformation or any European had set foot on North American soil. It was already old when the Mayflower left port. And it is, almost certainly, still alive right now, moving slowly through the North Atlantic in the dark, somewhere beneath the Arctic ice, on a body clock so alien to ours that scientists are not entirely sure it has finished growing yet. The oldest animal with a spine on this planet has a lifespan 6 times longer than ours, and we only discovered that fact in 2016. We have been measuring the wrong things. Immortality is not science fiction. It is not mythology. In at least one documented species, it is a verified biological mechanism. A living animal that, when stressed or injured or old, simply reverses its own aging process and starts again from the beginning. But that is only the most dramatic example of what biology has quietly been building for hundreds of millions of years. Animals that laugh at radiation. Animals that survive the vacuum of space. Animals that have outlasted every mass extinction event in the fossil record and are currently outlasting us. Animals that do not age in any meaningful sense. Animals that can lose their heads and continue. Animals so biochemically stable that they have been found alive in Antarctic ice, inside volcanic vents, in the guts of nuclear reactors. 6 of them. Each one solves the problem of survival in a way that redefines what survival means. The tardigrade. Start with the one that broke the rules entirely. The tardigrade, also called the water bear, also called the moss piglet, also called the thing that will be alive after everything else has died, is 0.5 millimeter long. It lives in moss, in soil, in ocean sediment, in Antarctic ice. It has 8 legs, a mouth designed to pierce plant cells, and a biological superpower so extreme that NASA has sent it to space to verify it is real. When conditions become hostile, such as drought, radiation, extreme temperature, or the vacuum of space, the tardigrade enters cryptobiosis. It expels nearly all the water from its body, pulls its legs inward, and becomes a dehydrated pellet called a ton. Its metabolism drops to 0.01% of normal. It produces a sugar called trehalose that encases its cells in a glass-like matrix, protecting them from damage. And it waits. Tardigrades have been revived after 30 years in this state. They have survived temperatures from -272 to +150 degrees Celsius. They have endured radiation doses 1,000 times lethal to humans. In 2007, the European Space Agency sent them into low Earth orbit, exposed to full solar radiation and the vacuum of space, and brought them back alive. The tardigrade is not surviving these conditions. It has simply decided, on a cellular level, that conditions are irrelevant. The immortal jellyfish. Turritopsis dohrnii does something no other animal on Earth does. When it reaches sexual maturity, the biological endpoint that defines adulthood for every other species, it can reverse. Under stress, it reverts its cells to their earliest state, a polyp. It begins again, grows back to adulthood, can reverse again. In theory, this cycle has no endpoint. Biologists call this transdifferentiation, the conversion of one mature cell type into another. It happens in controlled ways in other organisms. In Turritopsis dohrnii, it appears to happen to the entire animal at will, indefinitely. The jellyfish does not avoid death. It undoes the process that leads to it. The reason this has not made it immortal in practice is that it can still be eaten. The biology is working. The ocean is not cooperating. The hydra. The hydra is a freshwater invertebrate, roughly a centimeter long, and it does not age. It's not slow, not negligibly. The scientific measurement is a mortality rate that does not increase with time, a flat line where every other animal's graph curves sharply upward. A hydra that is 1 year old has the same statistical probability of dying tomorrow as a hydra that is 100 years old. There is no accumulated damage, no cellular degradation, no biological clock running down. This appears to be managed by stem cells that continuously renew the animal's tissue. Every few days, the hydra replaces itself. Cut one in half, and both halves regenerate into complete animals. It is not aging because it is not, in any meaningful sense, the same animal it was last week. And yet it persists. The cockroach. The cockroach has been on Earth for approximately 320 million years. It predates the dinosaurs by 90 million years. It survived the Permian extinction, the event that killed 96% of all marine species and 70% of land vertebrates. It survived the asteroid impact that ended the Cretaceous. It is currently surviving us. The mechanism is less exotic and more relentless. Extraordinary radiation resistance. The ability to survive without food for a month, without water for a week, without its head for several days. It breathes through spiracles in its thorax. It dies eventually only of dehydration. Its immune system produces antimicrobial compounds effective against bacteria resistant to modern antibiotics. It is not immortal. It is just better at not dying than almost anything else that has ever lived. The Greenland shark. The 2016 study that revealed the Greenland shark's age used radiocarbon dating of eye lens proteins, tissue laid down at birth and never replaced. The oldest individual in the sample was estimated at 392 years, with an uncertainty range that extended to 512. It reaches sexual maturity at approximately 150 years. It moves at less than 1 mile per hour. Its entire existence is a study in the biological advantages of slowness, a metabolism so reduced that it generates almost no cellular damage, a body temperature so low that degradation barely registers. It is not fighting aging. It has simply slowed time down far enough that aging has not caught up yet. The Galapagos tortoise. Jonathan, the Seychelles giant tortoise, turned 192 in 2024. He is the oldest living land animal on record. Studies of giant tortoises have found no evidence of increasing mortality with age. Their organs do not measurably deteriorate, and their immune systems do not weaken on any standard timeline. They appear to stop aging at physical maturity and simply continue. Jonathan was alive during the Napoleonic Wars. He has outlived every human institution that has ever tried to document him. 6 animals. Each one solves mortality differently. By reversing it, by pausing it, by replacing every cell, by slowing the clock, by building a body that radiation cannot damage and time cannot meaningfully touch. What they share is not a trick. It is a different relationship with biological time entirely. We are the species that built telescopes and mapped the surface of Mars. We have not yet meaningfully explained how a jellyfish unages itself, or what the tardigrade's glass matrix is actually protecting, or why the hydra's mortality rate never curves. The unkillable animals have been here the whole time. We are only now learning to ask them the right questions. And the answers, when they come, will not just tell us how they survive. They will tell us what we got wrong.